This is the TJ Show. I saw a headline. This caught my attention, of all places, in the Irish Times.
Oh, okay.
You never know what's going to come across your radar when you're scrolling through your phone.
That's right.
And I thought you might appreciate this, producer Heather.
All right, hit me.
Who recently wrote a list of reasons why you're not having kids.
Correct. There are a lot.
You're often annoyed when I ask callers on our show, what's the most exciting part of your life? And they default to, oh, my kids.
Yeah, everyone says that.
I'm slightly annoyed by that, too.
And again, it's great. You should love your children and, but
Well,
you should have other things in your life.
The woman who wrote this article, she said that she has kids, but she quoted one of her kidless friends who said, listening to people talk about their children is the best form of contraception available.
Amen.
That is fact.
Preach.
Now, the author also references meeting up with friends that she hadn't seen in 2 years, and they apparently talked about their kids a lot. She said before they parted ways, hey, next time we're out, can we not talk about our kids? Now, again, she has kids. Apparently, this rubbed her friends the wrong way. They want to talk about their kids. I've had friends over for dinner who have made the choice not to have kids, and at the end, they said, we love hanging out with you guys because you don't talk about your kids. And I said, yeah, of course. Well, what are we going to talk about? What, the latest SpongeBob episode?
Right.
Yeah.
You think you want to hear about that?
No, absolutely not.
And our kids are great. Love them. But it's also really hard.
And there's a lot going on in your adult life
Right.
as well that, hey, I want to know what's going on with you. I had a friend of mine visit recently, and she came for a couple of days, and I haven't seen her in a while, and I absolutely love her. And she talked about her kids. And at one point I go, you miss your kids? And she's like, no. And I'm like, girl, that's all you're talking about. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's cool as a part of your life, but you are a person apart from your kids.
It's a great question.
I don't know about like conversations about your kids, but sometimes I overhear phone calls that you get in the middle of the day from your wife, and that has acted as a contraception for me.
Because the kids are in the background. They're like screaming or having a fit or
It's
something.
usually, something has happened and Jess can't get control of the situation. So you have to bring Dad into the fold. And then you hear TJ, very calmly explaining something to one of his daughters.
Oh, yeah, this happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you overhear that one?
She needs
Yeah, I did.
reinforcement. Like she said what she said, and now she's like, okay, reinforcement. Yeah, and Dad steps
Back up,
in.
baby.
And and it's interesting because I've read that book by Chris Voss. You may have heard of it, Never Split the Difference.
Yes.
And it's about negotiation through the lens of a guy who was an FBI negotiator. Like he
Right.
would negotiate hostage situations. And I use tactics from that book dealing with hostages, terrorists.
That's what kids are, little terrorists. They live in your house.
I've
Little
used the
terrorists.
techniques from this book to manage situations with my kids. As a matter of fact, I've been in negotiations with multiple lawyers. That's more enjoyable than negotiations with my kids. I would choose that over negotiations with my kids. So, yes, contraception, it's definitely true. Dylan in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Hey, Dylan.
Hey, how's it going, TJ?
Good. You wanted to jump in on a conversation that we've been having. Now, producer Heather is, I would say, the main person who's pointed this out. You get very annoyed. I'll often ask listeners, hey, what's the most exciting part of your life? And you've noticed a trend.
Yeah, everyone says they're children.
Okay.
It's like, do you have anything else going on in your life? Like,
Dylan,
Yeah.
this hits you deep. What do you want to say?
I totally understand that because, I talk about my kids a lot too. And I think one of the main things is, we do have some things going on in our life outside of our kids, but really our world revolves around our kids. So, like, my 4-year-old daughter, the things she's learning is kind of more important to me than the things that I'm, like, learning at work, I guess you could say.
Look at this, Dylan.
Work
We wound you up, and you're just going. It's all about the kids. I see.
No, go for it, man.
What do you think it is about you? Because I do feel like there are two different kinds of parents. The ones who are ready to just always talk about their kids, and then like me, if you hung out with me, you might not even know that I have kids until you brought it up and asked. And I love my kids. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like, and I'm very grateful for this, but I feel like my life is full with my wife and all these other things that I really like to do. Why do you think you default to always talking about your kids and even explaining, oh, they're the most important thing in my life? Everything that you just said, just explain that.
Honestly, I can't give you an exact reason because I have a lot of things going on other than my kids.
Now, Dylan, would you feel bad if you didn't talk about your kids? Is that why you think you tend to talk about your kids? Like, do you feel like a guilt that comes with that?
That's a good point. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if part of it is parents think it's the right thing to say or it'll make them look good. Because if there's anything else, maybe they look bad. Do you think any of that's going on?
I don't know. they just light up my day when you look down at your phone at the pictures of them, you just light up and I don't know. Most of my friends have kids as well too, though.
Right.
Yeah. Not bad. Just curious.
Do you feel like you're missing out being in community with people who don't have kids?
Yes, I will say I am. We are home locked to what the kids are doing because we got, gymnastics or t-ball or, so yeah, we do miss out on that lifestyle that we used to have with all of our friends and whatnot.
That is something that, I battle with because I actually don't want to be driving around kids all day long from one thing to the next. Like thinking about softball and dance and you go down the list. It's like, then that becomes your life. And I don't know that that's selfish. I think it's
Still
having
working
balance.
that out, TJ?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I do sacrifice a lot for my kids in different ways, but also I want to be there for my wife. Do you feel like you have a good relationship with your wife where you guys get time together?
Yeah, I think we're together a lot.
And she's with the kids all day at night.
Yeah. You get home and she's like, here are the kids.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the other room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dylan.
she's pregnant right now, so yes.
Yeah, you might want to sneak her out at some point, take her for a nice dinner.
Yeah,
All right, here's what I'm going to do. Dylan, do you have a second to hang on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in a moment, we're going to force Dylan to tell us something about him that has nothing to do with his kids. We're all going to find out what it is. It's coming up in a few moments on The TJ Show. Think.
Have you ever stumbled across a K-pop performance clip and thought to yourself, oh, I'm curious, yeah?
Or maybe you overheard a friend or family member talking about their bias and wanted to join in.
Are you already a K-pop stan and just looking for a space to connect with other fans? I just need some space and share your passion with them. Welcome to K-All, your one-stop magic shop that delves deep into the electrifying world of K-pop. I'm Angel, a seasoned BTS ARMY and a chronic lyric analyzer.
And I'm Lauren, a veteran Stray Kids stan who's always looking for new groups to collect like Pokemon. We've been friends for years and K-pop stans for even longer, and we're excited to have you join us down this K-pop rabbit hole.
Whether you're a super stan or just getting into the scene, we're here to bring you the latest news and releases, musical deep dives, as well as fun discussions examining the vibrant fan culture under a magnifying glass.
So if you like boy groups, girl groups, big groups, or small groups, there's something here for everyone.
K-All episodes release each Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, everywhere that you listen to podcasts, as well as on our YouTube channel, where you can sometimes find special content that we post on Thursdays. That's all for K-All. Talk to you later.
This is The TJ Show, and Dylan has been hanging on. I was talking to Dylan off the radio a few moments ago, and I feel like there might have been some confusion in where I was going with this, and so I want to unpack this right now. Dylan called. He said he always talks about his kids. Isn't that right, Dylan?
Yes, sir.
It tends to be your default when you're hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
Heather has brought up someone who doesn't have kids.
Correct.
Why do parents always want to talk about their kids? It's a fair question. I'm not one of those parents. I love my kids, but I don't talk about them all the time. I said, in a few moments,
Here's the music.
we are going to talk to Dylan, and we're going to force him to tell us something that has nothing to do with his kids. Dylan, how are you doing? Spotlight's on Dylan.
I'm doing pretty good. I work at Safelite. I really like my job. I replace windshields.
Safelite repair.
Safelite
Yes.
Have you ever had anyone sing that jingle to you? I'm sure you have.
All the time. All the time.
Every single time he goes for a call.
There was this guy replacing a window in my neighborhood, and I drove by him, and he had a Safelite vehicle, and I sang that song to him as I drove by, and he just laughed.
Yeah, I will be out on the road all the time because I'm one of the mobile technicians, and I have people drive by me and sing it, yes. I will walk
What a
into-
convenient service that is. Your windshield gets cracked, right? You're driving on the
Yes, sir.
highway, minding your own business, and some truck shoots a rock into you, and now you got to deal with that. It's a big crack, and it gets larger and larger. And then you're one of the guys who comes out and fixes the windshield?
Yes, sir.
That's
Yep. I can do it at
amazing.
your job. I can do it at your house. I can do it in a parking lot. I do them all day, every day.
Have you ever seen where you show up, woman or a man had cracked the windshield with a baseball bat?
Oh, yeah. People tell me all the time, yeah, my ex destroyed it or threw a brick through it or... Oh, yeah.
Man.
Those are the bad ones, too, because those are hard to get out.
But you actually have to take the whole windshield off, right?
Yes, sir. I do
Wow.
both. I can take the windshield out, or I can repair little cracks. You know, side glasses, anything you got, really.
Wow, that's awesome.
Do you use like a resin if you're just going to like fill up the little crack?
Yes,
It's
basically
like
like
a
a
clear-
clear
Look at you
resin.
talking resin. You're making you sound like you know what you're talking
Well,
about.
you want to know why I know
I have
this?
no idea what that is.
I'm not even kidding. I just placed an order for resin because I just found out about it like 5 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to use it. It's like you can encapsulate something with something that looks almost like a glass. It's a plastic, right?
Yeah.
And what I'm planning to encapsulate is my Pokemon popcorn that I popped a long time ago. So I popped this popcorn that looks like a Pokemon. And you know, there's a lot of demand for Pokemon, but I got to figure out a way to keep it intact. And it's a delicate piece of popcorn. I've had it for 4 years. And so one of my contractor friends told me about this resin, and it's so fascinating. People make tables with it. It's beautiful.
Wow.
So
Oh, yeah.
I may have to call you for some advice. I don't want to mess up the popcorn. I got to do test popcorn and everything. Yeah.
TJ, maybe you should start talking about your kids more because the rest of your life
Yes.
is sorry. So
Well, he brought up
sorry,
Pokemon, and I kind of like Pokemon too. So I mean, there's one thing also.
Dylan, we can hang. We have a whole lot to talk about. Okay,
Sir.
this is a great project. All right, listen, we love you, Dylan. Thank you for listening to our show. Thank you for joining in here. We really appreciate your time.
Always. Thank you, guys.